Normalden farklı olduğu için biz sabit kalacağız.
Hello,
Farklı bir de en
everyone, and
sondaki
welcome
biz
to the Squad
ses
Masters
geçirmeyeceğiz.
Tournament Knockout Stage. I'm your caster, Winterson, and today we have the skillful Blitzkrieg versus the powerhouse that is the Mumblerines on a fan favorite map of Korra. Who will come out on top? Let's find out in this first round of the Squad Masters Tournament Knockout Stage. Special thanks to Rush, which is today's ref, for reffing this game. They give a great help to us casters, and yeah, definitely a lot easier when they're around. So I will be covering Blitz in this first round. I'm joined by another caster, or I'm not joined, but he is casting for the other side in Turkish. Definitely check him out. That's going to be Owl Tiger, and you'll see him flying around the map. In terms of layout, it looks like the standard layout that you'd expect on Korra. Definitely all vehicles being used. Gun trucks as well. Logi's full. And they plan to go mid-map like you would expect. Radio station, that's going to be the power point. Just about 50 seconds for the rollout here. I do expect a very similar rollout. I don't know if I got time to get over there. Just about 10 seconds now. I'm almost there. And yes, just like we expected, the same thing, except we have one person on the ground who I think is going to run to the point. Let's see if that's an effective maneuver for him. I feel it might be faster if someone just walked, or if someone just drove him there, but, you know, vehicle speed is of the essence. We see Squad 4 of Blitz going north. Possibly create an angle on Hemp Farm. No drop-offs just yet. Gun trucks are going forward as expected. Looks like Command Logi is back capping. Radio station is the play. Looks like we found there's a wall there.
Hadi beyler.
Looks like because of the hang-up, I don't think they're going to press directly into radio station. We got the Mumblerines making it in. And they're defensive as well. They're set up. Gun trucks are posted up for both sides, waiting to get some contact. First shots off. Looks like the first kill goes to Titan kill stage of Blitz on Beef XD.
elimde gelecek mortarcılar nerede? Mortar atacağım ben.
Fawn causing some damage. Getting a good hat strike, I believe, on the striker there. We lost the striker. That's unfortunate. That's okay. We're not out of it yet.
Info.
Taking a quick zoom up north, we might have a little more action going on. Both teams are trading shots from across these fields. Obviously, they want to make sure the enemy doesn't sneak around them. So it's very understandable for them to hold that point. Looks like an infantry group is pressing up. As you would expect, radio is a mix of Mumblerines and Blitz. Medic doing medic things. You love to see it. A low toss frag. Let's see what happens. Oh, and it just misses Varys.
Stamina out, stamina out.
Ciro, the lone survivor. Hans is going to get a great angle on these guys. Assuming he can see through the smoke. He's trying to peek right now. Oh, he has multiple targets lined up. What's his play? He doesn't shoot. Clever. Looks like he's going to go for an ammo or a grenade toss. Oh, yeah. Clever. Very clever. That's exactly what you see. Bounces off against the tree. It'll splash two of them. Oh, it gets a triple out of it. But is that enough? I think he let a few escape. Very smart of him to not engage like that. His position is exposed now as he takes a shot at Kale. Kale tosses a frag. No, that's a smoke. And Hans over here getting a little bit of 50 fire. He is scared for sure. That will be a mark. Looks like Hemp Farm is an easy cap. Mumblerines have a great spread. Definitely intimidating. Mortars are rocking the place. Mortars don't seem to be particularly effective. This small group of Blitz here definitely causes some damage. Hans still alive. Goes for a peek. Ooh, gets laid out. Great shots by Mark Nutt. He may be the single nuttiest player on that team. Taking a look at the layout, it does still look like Blitz has full control over radio. They should be capping any second now. And what's this? I just noticed Mumblerines were slow on their cap. I'm not sure what might have caused that. Possibly him running. Mortars popping off all over. Still no hab on radio. Very smart. They're operating off another location a little bit further back. We see the Mumblerines are still pressing into Hemp Farm. I think their play is a big push into Hemp Farm because they believe they can get radio. Let's see if it's an effective push. They definitely look intimidating. We got Beef back in the fight, using a piece of armor, track the vehicle, lay some hate towards the enemy. And that's a Cat 4 nursery for Mumblerines. Current ticket difference, not very much in favor of the Mumblerines. Connor, Randy. That guy? Moving up through the field. Ooh! Brack takes one of those long-range shooty boys. Getting back into the fight. The fight is over. radio station, and it still looks to be in general favor of Blitz. But now it looks like the Mumblerines are making their way inside, definitely causing some damage. Fawn Ulls cause some damage. Here we see the breakdancing champion of the Blitz squad. Little Shriek. Little Shrek. Little Shrek. It just works. Mortars are heavy and spreading. It almost seems like there is multiple mortar emplacements besides 2. Radio is not a fun fight now. I think we're seeing a little bit more favor for the Mumblerines right now, just because their assault. They needed to operate off of Hemp Farm, Blitz did, and I don't think they got that, as they're now moving in. Fearin, Metro. Norwegian about to come up. Have some trouble facing the wrong way. Oh, completely. Norwegian's Andy's inability to make a move might result in having 2 other players back in the fight. Killing 2 players is definitely harder than killing 1 player. But we will see. Andy's still not making a move. Oh my. Blitz. Oh, rip right there. There's a bolt. What a pop. Oh yeah, that was not good. Beefy Karma. Definitely not looking good. I'm not sure, but there's that shot, and it shot low. They're struggling to take out this behemoth of a vehicle, just powering through, killing all of Blitz. You see a great spray, however ineffective. Ooh, and there's the vehicle pop. That push is going to be a whole lot harder without that MTLB. Zooming back over to that good stuff on radio. Still looking hot. However, it looks like the Mumblerines have the majority inside. They aren't capping though. It doesn't look like Blitz has a press ready for this point. We can, however, see that there's 4 mortars on Blitz's side, up and running. Both attacks seem to have relatively petered out. Mumblerines are definitely exhausted on radio. It looks, however, like they're able to destroy this enemy hab here at Hemp Farm, which would be very detrimental to Blitz. They're going to have to get in there and do some damage. Larbs moves in. Ooh, gets taken out. And while I got a short second, I normally do my bios in the beginning, but hey, if you don't know about Blitzkrieg, they were formed in about April of 2020, so last year, almost a year old. With a gathering of experienced friends playing squad, they are continuously expanding while attending the international, national, and friendly matches. Their goal is to expand even more while doing even more. They plan to improve every one of their members, providing our establishment on the international stage. The clan does not have any kind of recruit rank. Everyone is equal. Everyone is welcome. They go by the logic of being stronger together while sharing good experiences they have in the game. Just a little biopic. Honestly, I should do my own research. I actually asked these gentlemen to give me a short bio on them. So it could kind of sound a little weird sometimes, but don't worry about it. Better than nothing. Radio station is neutralized by the Mumblerines, and we're almost looking like a clean sweep. Because if they get radio station, they're going to easily get that midpoint there, and then they all have to converge and work on gas station. Blitz is making their attempt through these alleyways. The only real attack vector into this area. Mark Nutt, Nuttiest man on the team.
Kapıya dikkat beyler, kapıya dikkat. Kim bu yanıma? Mark önüne çıkacak birazdan.
Ooh, F and chat for Lenny boy. Hans still doing work. Mumblerines working together very well, always getting those revives, as you would expect. This is top tier gameplay. Oh, maybe not that part, but hey. Checks his corner. Varys, skilled player for sure, and I believe that's any press onto radio station gone. We have a small cluster working up here, but it looks like they're not going to be able to do the work they need to do. Dark goes down. Gracha coming up. Axis down. Gracha still getting those hops in. Ooh, Dark goes down to a frag. Gracha climbs the wall. Very brave. Oh, and I believe Axis has had the shot advantage on Gracha. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. We see that gun run dropping. And there it is. That's the suspected enemy hab. And that is an accurate mark from the enemy hab. Great run. Doesn't look like there's anyone nearby to save it. There's no way it hit the radio. Not even down to fence posts. And the radio is nice and secure. No issues there. But that's their main spawn. And there's the loss of a radio station for Blitz. That puts a lot of pressure onto Blitz to actually work out a plan. Current ticket difference. Enough. At least 5. Norwegian Andy looking to get a shot off. Striker providing supporting fire, but they are not safe. Radio is nice and snug. His side, rocket shot missed from Vaughn. This is a known threat to the vehicle. Vaughn does not have a great shot to hit that vehicle at all. He is being chased. Karka, definitely hungry, looking to get some revenge. How dare he take a shot? Doesn't even clear his corners. Ain't even worried about it. Oh, and we have a large force that just spawned in off a rally. Car is not in a good spot at all. Oh my, that was awkward to watch. With a trade. Connor still up and alive. Vexus isn't checking his corner. Oh. And we see some skillful shots from Connor. Flipping back around. Doesn't look like there's anyone to do some damage. Connor will touch himself up and probably give a good touch over to Dark Cookie. Mortars are landing on top of the gun vehicle. The striker there. Blitz has to fight for this area with their lives. I don't believe any. The hab is not active. And it does look like Mumblerines were able to get a hab on Hemp Farm. That is not looking good at all. Taking a look back over here, we see a sea of red. And not just the Mumblerines. Area's in full control. I don't think Blitz is making a pass back into that. Blitz needs to concentrate their effort into Hemp Farm right now. But I don't think it's happening. Those mortars are really messing everything up for both teams. Still being capped. The mortars are landing. They're not landing in the right spots. They're heavy, they're constant. It looks like it's offset mortars, which is what you should be doing to keep the pain coming. You both should not start firing at the same time. But they are doing absolutely everything they can. Friendly infantry is going to have a tough time getting close because the mortar barrage are so heavy. That's 4 mortar crews working off each other, just blasting the area, bombarding them. We see the great revives. I mean, what are we looking at for revives here? Yeah, look at that. Garacha, champion, 11 revives. Warcry, 15 revives. Incredible. Taking a look over here, teammates revived almost none. I mean, Prison Mike here, champion, 7. But not very many. Not very many. And it's very notable that you can see the style that Blitz is playing, or correction, Mumblerines is playing, by the amount of revives that they're doing. This is literally saving them tickets and time. So what this tells me is that Blitz is literally blitzing and overextending, losing their troops, where you see Mumblerines play a relaxed, slower pace. And that's going to help them. Hemp Farm is lost. Current ticket difference. Oh my god. At least 5 again, but realistically, like 200. Blitz is being, in the nicest sense of the word, creamed right now. There isn't even a hab here. Well, there's a hab to the north, but there's no hab centrally located on gas station here. That is rough. Mumblerines are just toying with their prey, it seems like, at this point. These mortars, even though they're hitting so hard, they're not killing anyone, it doesn't seem. Oh, well, hey, you got one. But it actually looks like Blitz is making their way back in. Mortars are hitting very accurate, as you would expect. You can see them kind of not landing to the south where the friendly infantry is moving in. Friendly infantry moving in a large force. I believe this might be Mumblerines mortars. They seem kind of sporadic and dispersed. Hoping to get a lucky shot
Yatıyorum burada.
Nicholas causes some damage.
Evet, devam et.
Nix peeks again.
Kalkanın üstüne biri daha var. İçeride biri var, solda hemen. Çık.
Bravo.
Geri gel.
Evet evet.
It should be capped back, but it doesn't look like it is. Blitz was able to get that enemy hab neutralized. I
Yakın.
halfway question if they... Oh. That's not an enemy hab, that's their own hab. But because this is damage, not on bleed out. It looks like Dark Cookie is gonna bait some people. Oh, Mark Nutt gets an easy slapper. Kind of weird how we shot through that vehicle. I'm not sure that vehicle's actually there. So F for that. Looks like any close threat is neutralized. However, that radio is found. Mark Nut, the nuttiest man here, is going to rebuild that radio. Zach is going to get a perimeter security. But there's more coming in. Oh, and that mortar was great. 2 for 1. There he is. Connor. Being a snake in the grass, Ed boy. Blitz still locking down Hemp Farm, taking it back with an active hab. This is excellent. And you know what's even scarier is it looks like, scary for the Mumblerines, it looks like the Mumblerines have scooted up in parallel south, directly south of Hemp Farm. And this will be a detriment to the team. Sneak 3 people into radio station. You're good to go. Assuming you can get through the wall of red that is the Mumblerines.
Harfarm güneyinde dikkat. Harfarm güneyinde dikkat. Kuş geliyor. Bu markındaki tarlaya mortar almamız lazım. Oradan atıyorlar. Scar 5 markını mortar alabilir miyim?
Poog, clearing the outside edges here, might have a great angle. Joined by Greg. Just Greg. Nothing else.
Scar 5 markını dağınık bir şekilde mortar alabilir miyim?
Make it a press forward.
Basıyorlar arkadaşlar. 2 mortar, 4 mortarlar patates. Bırakmaya çalışıyorum.
Ryan looks to have some fun getting relatively close. Luda with him as well. Oh, he goes for a climb. Gets one. Ciro knows there's a threat. Somehow, Ciro did not see him whatsoever. They are so close together. Just to give you an idea on how thick this hemp patch is. He is not sure where the threat is. They are looking for each other. Oh. Ryan gets him, but not before exposing himself with Prison Mike from behind. That's the best reviver for Blitz. Current ticket difference still looking a little rough, over 100 in favor of the Mumblerines. And you can tell Mumblerines definitely wasting a lot of tickets trying to get into this point to get this radio. Understandable. Randy pulls out the shovel quick. Is there anyone nearby to save it? It does not look like it. That's going to be a loss for it. And Mumblerines are converging onto this point. like a swarm of bees. Len goes down due to Diego. They're still trying to spawn at that hab. That hab is very detrimental. Oop, little bit of lag there. Not DC'd. That's nice. It doesn't look like anyone else got DC'd as far as I can tell. That's great. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I was going to criticize this hab placement, but there are at least 2 ways out. 3 ways, possibly. Very clever placement. We do see Mumblerines moving in. They are swarming. Blitz has been pushed back. It looks like a few power players of Mumblerines are pressing into gas station. We see the body of Beefy there. I'm sure he caused a lot of damage. Karma also, I'm sure, caused a lot of damage. I've seen them in a lot of very clandestine presses, so it doesn't surprise me to see them two up there in the fight. Sama looking to cause some damage too if he can find it. Shot's not accurate enough, Sama. Sam? Sam? It's Sam, not Sama. Fawn, last alive over here. Gonna have a little interaction. Ooh. Takes out Dan without taking a round for himself. Mitz will come over and possibly do some damage. Medzi, I called him Mitz. I apologize, Medzi. Definitely playing it safe. What I'm seeing from the Mumblerines for the first time, I believe this is the first time I've actually casted Mumblerines versus Blitz, is a higher skill level per player, and it's reflected in their movements and the way they play. Yes, we have our great Zergs that we see here where they're working together and being a squad-sized element, but then you have individual one-offs. Where'd he go? Well, like I was saying, individual one-offs that are out here causing damage by themselves, trying to operate as an effective group. And I would say, for the most part, their individual efforts are pretty well placed. They are good. They work good alone. And that's the opposite to what you see with Blitz. Blitz very much almost needs to have a second person for every individual that they have. That's not to say that their player skill is lower, but you can tell that, you know, every encounter, or I won't say every encounter, I would say every, you know, 4 or 5 encounters, it seems like they manage to damage, but they seem to go down. We did witness a trade. Good old quality netcode. But what do you expect with such a simple game of running 100 players at once? We see they work in small groups like this, like I was just saying, which is good. You should be. He's going to go ahead and keep his head down. This might prove my point exactly. And look at that. So it looks like Blitz was able to down one, boop, where Hands was able to injure, kill another. Before taking a frag, of course. We're going to see Gracha getting those sweet revives in. Definitely the top medic of the team. Dark T causing some damage over there. I believe he downed Prison Mike, unless that was already there. Might be engaging a little further on. But you can see how there's 6 individuals on Blitz over there. And it's 1 or 2 individuals just locking down 6 guys. And that's not something you want to do. I think an issue might come from doctrine where a lot of these two teams like to play different ways. Blitz likes to have teammates nearby for revives, as they should. That's a very normal thought. But if your 6-man crew gets held up by one person, you're not getting ground. And you need ground. You need ground. You need to gain ground as you play. Artie Strike dropping. It does look like it did. It did. He has got the Blitz's hab down, which will be pretty detrimental. Current ticket difference of about 293 tickets in favor of the Mumblerines. We can still see that these guys are locked up in this area. And for what? While these 6 individuals may be locked up with the 1 or 2 or 5 that are here as they all redirect for a kill operation, that's more Mumblerines that can press into a gas station here. And we should see that shortly. That sounds like an artillery strike that is causing a whole lot of damage. It's definitely walking into Hemp Farm. Those 155s still rocking the place, causing no fun. However, there was not a large force of Mumblerines in the area. Overall, not effective, especially since they didn't have any hab in the area. Mumblerines 3-0 in this fight. No blitz remain. That was just taking times, doing the revives, and hopefully getting ammo. They are sub 100 tickets now, and you see the Mumblerines group moving in. They drop that rally. We're going to see them press up now. Varys going forward. Possibly one of these skilled individuals. He is a squad leader, though. He is precious. Checks body. Toby popping off some shots, making sure people aren't getting flanked here. You see that Togo kart. Definitely up for a great angle. Little exposed, though. Blitz has been backed up to the mosque itself. However, gas station is the point, not mosque. If I might comment on the map layout, that's a very weird gas station. I mean, like, how are you going to fit a car from there to there? That's... And you, like, barely fit a car here. Definitely not an American vehicle. Like, maybe a bicycle. A bicycle that runs out gas. Oh, that is unfortunate. They found the enemy's radio right here. That is not fun for the whole family. Not fun at all. They're going to get that radio. That's going to be a negative 10 tickets on top of the negative 2 tickets per minute that they're already getting. And if they get that cap zone, that'll be a negative 60 tickets per minute, which is GG. I'm not going to say You know, the game is over. It's not over till it's over, but at the same time, oh boy, it is looking rough. I think the Mumblerines did a very good job holding or occupying the enemy force to the north, just being a general distraction while they move in. You can see the Mumblerines have a great angle over here. Wonder if they got this. Yes, the radio is on bleed out, looking at 24 tickets. They are holding their tickets for sure. Just taking a look at the revives, because that's what interests me. Well, we can take a look at the kills, too. 35, 22, 15, 48, 16 revives. Talking about the kills, 49, 54, 11, 73. Good job, Squad 4. And 27, 19, 16. Compared to Blitz in terms of revive, we're looking at 8, 8, 26. Shout out to Sam and Prison Mike for those revives. 17, 13, 20. Looks like they finally got some revives in. Kills, you're looking at 11, 24. 398 to 0.
Bari biraz çok mu komik? Çok mu komik lan?
Go ahead and get my screenshots. And we're going to take a quick intermission, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. welcome back everyone to round 2 of the Squad Masters Tournament knockout stage between Blitzkrieg and Mumblerines. Once again, we are on Cora. I think we know who's going to come out on top, but we're not going to say. We're not going to guess. We're just going to enjoy the game for what it is. Once again, special shout out to Rush, which is today's ref. I appreciate the refs. Always could use more reffing. And we're just about, 1 minute to roll out.
Doesn't matter. Oh, we are.
It looks like we have a similar loadout to what Blitz had before. A little bit lighter of a logic here.
Shut up.
Rollout looks very deep compared to what we saw before. And we'll zoom on over to the Blitz side. We are casting for Mumblerines this round. Looks like they don't have a runner. Most vehicles are being used. As you'd expect, gun trucks are loaded up as they are the fastest in the game. At 2 seconds to roll. And here we go. 2, 3 crews break off to the north. The rest go south.
Take a tinkle when you wanna take a piss.
Oh my. The fun has stopped abruptly.
Special interest groups make a joke about your bowels and they order
Nice. They definitely practiced this rollout. We see them move right through those fields very skillfully. Except for that tree. Watch out. There is a tree there, Commander. We see a setup at Hemp Farm and a Logi going deep. Very interesting. This one is lightly loaded. They are being ultra aggressive this round. They definitely played it safe. But playing it safe is for the birds. We see the gun truck dismount. I think they spotted their first prey. They get that rally down. We're already seeing rounds being shot. We'll see our first kill of the game right here. And it looks like the first death is going to be a Blitz Exer crew. Bro, I don't know. Good job, Cola. Believe that was the first kill of the game. We have Blitz with a good wide spread. Fredo, go ahead and gets turd. Mumblerines with a wide berth here. Mumblerines. Skillage, the most forward element. Skillage seems to have taken out Hans. Ooh, Fawn with that easy clap. Fredo was able to take out Calendar as well. Not before getting got. Taking a look at the spread, we got backcappers for each of the section and people on radio. It looks like the majority of the Mumblerines are pushing towards Orchard. Very smart of them to do. Light pressure being pulled off. Greg, hello, Gracia, and Poog.
There's more.
I think that was a frag, not before getting smacked. Metro. Oh, no. Garage is down. Ooh, with a trade. F in chat for my boys. What'd they do to my boys? Hello. Nordic. Looking to make a move. Is that the Nordic? I don't know.
I'll get them, I'll get them.
This is the play that the Mumblerines are pulling right now to move through these fields, get to this next point, and pretty much have it before the enemy does. What is very interesting, I don't think there's anyone on nursery for Blitz. I'm just gonna go over just to make sure. No, there is no one at nursery. All right. Okay. M making a press inside. Garacha gets that hard Q&E. Stamina limit be damned. Mopping the floor. Looks like they may have found a radio. They're going to go over and check it out. Nordic, I believe, sees something. If he's a smart cookie, and you'd expect him to be, because with the Mumblerines, there should be a radio nearby. I'm not sure if Nordic can see it. Nordic, Greg, go to investigate. Doesn't look like they do see it. Greg, still curious. It's not popping onto the wall, but man, that angle is tight. Greg, I still don't think sees the radio. Unless he does and he's calling the homies over. Nordic coming over as well. Ooh, Nordic Serpentine takes a round to the back. Still completely missing this radio. Fearin up there, definitely hurt, looking to cause some damage. Fearin gonna bandage himself. This might be a detriment to him. Greg looks to get an angle. Shredded. Still, Nordic, Greg don't know that a radio is here. Zooming back over to the fun that is this point. Blitz is getting shredded. Garacha, hello, whoopies. Oh no! Whoop! Was that another trade? I believe it was. They find the radio? No! They still haven't found the radio. Incredible. That is such a sneaky spot for a radio. I doubt any of them expected it. It looks like there's someone finally getting on nursery. All the Mumblerines have to do is keep one person in this cap zone, but it doesn't look like they can manage that right now with the small force that they have. Radio station still not capped. I don't believe Hempform was being capped either. Mortars doing their job. Pop the hab. Incredible mass spawn that we see. Let's see if literally any of them can find the radio. We're playing a picture game here, fellas. Find the radio. Does Whoopi see it? Oh, incredible. Whoopi, the true champion of the Mumblerines, points out a radio right here. He's calling the homies? No, he's going to go ahead and get that himself. Congratulations, Whoopi, for finding that radio. That was a hard one. Tomorrow we're gonna read color books together. All fronts definitely being assaulted. Marnak, ooh, trays the dam. That's unfortunate. The radio station is being capped, yet Orchard is also being capped by the enemy. Mumblerines now have a great spawn, and this will be an infection that they will have a tough time fixing. Hello's gonna go ahead and get Poog up. Monzen looking to make a change. Still looking back. They got that radio on bleed out. They technically cannot spawn up here. It's only a matter of time before the M-Boys get into this point and work their little fingers. Casau looks to make a difference for the Blitz team. Dark, ooh, shredded. We expected a lot more. We got a lot less. Whoopi got dropped as well. Let's just check the status of that radio. Radio is bled out. This hab's still here. We see that mass spawn. They will cause a lot of damage properly operating off these spawns, as you would expect. Nicholas, the one man to defend them all, creeping through the poppy fields. Looks to get an angle. Ooh, Nicholas dropped by Garacha. Didn't properly check his left and his right as he breached. You see the Mumblerines still making a press in from all angles. They do have radio station. Upper Orchard is being capped by the Mumblerines. Mumblerines, I apologize, guys. Blitz getting completely shredded on their one point that they have. This might be a detriment. One of the other things that I'm noticing about the Mumblerines is that they kind of take this map in two fronts. So we can see that there's the upper objective, which will then leapfrog from a blank objective, say somewhere in the center here on my main screen, to the next forward objective, but previously they were on defense or attacking hemp farm. It's the same thing for the south. We see the radio station guys moving through the south, and now they are the attacking squad to get into nursery. This is what you want. You don't want people crossing over, moving in, doing all sorts of silliness. This is exactly what you want, and nursery is being invaded by the Mumblerines. Mumblerines still have full control over this area. Larbs tries to make a difference, although that difference was a little rough. Mortars are rocking the place. However, this is a bad spot to mortar for sure. They have legitimate indoor cover that those mortars will not affect. M mortars dropping on the enemy's hab, and they are feeling the effects of that pressure. Mortars seem to be sporadic, but it's concentrated as they can. It won't matter though, the hab is indoors. Any mortar strike or artillery strike will not be effective. They might be able to get a gun run right in the door, but it's not going to be worth it, in this caster's opinion. Zooming back over to nursery to see what's going on, because this is now the attack point. Mumblerines just moving through. Current ticket difference, not that much. Surprisingly, not that much. About 60 tickets in favor of the Mumblerines. It looks like Mumblerines have some scouting going over nursery, looking for any threats in the area. However, that is not the press point. One of the things that I also know that Blitz likes to do is they like to put their radio down, and it seems like have a hab nearby instead of pressing it forward. I have seen them have extended habs. However, I'm sure they did not assume that Mumblerines would press so hard and so fast. They should be warmed up. Mean Machine goes down, but you see the iron might of the Mumblerines moving in, clearing. This is infantry gameplay at its best. With all the trees in the way, it's better to take a bird's eye view. Hopefully you guys can see the action as you should. I'll try to zoom in on small engagements when possible, but this is them defending and possibly pressing into the point. It doesn't look like Mumblerines have anything prepped for nursery. In fact, it looks like they're overshooting nursery to go for the hab that's there a little bit west of nursery. Just take a zoom in. We can see that there is a force moving through. However, they're more worried about this hab being placed. Blitz is doing their damnedest to get back into the point. Prison Mike. If you've ever been to prison, you have met Prison Mike. He's every Mike that has been to prison. Oh, that was a team kill. Oh my. That is awkward for everyone. That was Lenwy blasting him with a rocket. Darkholme taking some shots, crosses the wall. Very scary. He is not in a safe place.
Should have gotten himself.
We see a frag go out. Looks effective. And it is right on top of Sam. Like he's seeking missile. Lenwy, oh my, gets dropped with a false rocket. I'm not even sure what exactly, how did that happen? The rocket, I don't know. Oof. Prison Mike tries to get the ammo, but it just randomly explodes. Taking a look back at nursery, because that is the press point. I believe the Mumblerines are capping, or at least they should be. Mortars dropping on the heads, but they are not worried. Boop running around the hemp fields trying to get some of that marijuana. Not actually sure what Boop is doing. Boop is tactically acquiring the green. I believe he's trying to hold an angle. I'm not sure what angle this provides, although it should be in cap zone. I thought I had my wireframe on. Apparently I didn't. And that's because... Whoa, what the hell? That was weird. Thought I had it on. Interesting. Very interesting about this point. This little extra bit here is added for the cap zone. Boop. Trying to hold that angle. Oh! Gets him without... does take a hit. Not without getting hit is what I was attempting to say. And just a quick look over to the southwest, we can see... Holy shit. Blitz is just... They're just dead, man. Mumblerines are definitely causing some distraction over here. I'm most excited for the press into Monolith, but we will see Mumblerines get that neutralization, although it does look like there's quite a bit of Blitz that was able to make it in. Fidelis looks to get in there and clean house. Looking for any sort of Mumblerines press in. It doesn't look good, but we do have a Logi coming up here. Various and alls. I'm probably saying half these names wrong, and I do apologize. M was able to clear this enemy hab, as you would expect, which is why there's such a fierce force spawning at Nursery. Corralling your cats is a critical aspect of this game, and true to how they play, moving away from Orchard, they're going to now move into Monolith. So this is the action that you want to see used. Interestingly, they are occupying the enemy's mortars, as you should. And Monolith will be a great fight. Very few ways in. Easily defendable, but yet somehow not so easy. Definitely a bunch of corridors, relatively protected for the map from mortars. 2 walls. It is a beefy point if I were to talk about it. Taking a look at the wireframe there, you can barely see the outline of it. It does extend to the outside of the walls, and if I remember correctly, that point used to be a lot smaller where you had to be inside the walls to get the cap. And it made it incredibly difficult for teams to actually get that point, and I'm sure that's why they extended that point. I could be wrong, though. I may be misremembering that. We see Mumblerines moving in on Nursery. We see the hab being built. As you would expect, Varys takes the high ground. Terrid and Varys. Oh my! He takes a peek in the window to say hello and gets an American M4 to the forehead. That is the American way. Don't look at my windows. Don't do that. That's weird. We see Ryan leading the press. Bodies on top of bodies. Diego, Rhett in tow. Shakotho? Shakotho? Once again, absorbing that green energy. Brocky's gonna ruin it. Definitely caught. Nope. They're not. Taking a step back to look at the action overall. You can see that there's very little defense happening over there, but they are playing smart. They are getting a hab there just in case. Definitely a sign of a non-cocky team. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Looks like 6 is also going forward for the attack on Monolith. And I'm going to zoom on over to Monolith because that's what I want to watch. As you would expect, Blitz has moved to the outside edges of Monolith. It's what you're going to need to do. And for some reason, this point here where everyone's kind of mobbed up is a weird entry zone that I have taken multiple times myself. It's almost like the point gravitates you to this walled structure. I'm not sure why. Long sight lines. Something. We're looking for some plays. Poog, my man, 8. A mortar. Luda looks to cause some damage. Seems to be the only one alive on point. And I correct myself as Prison Mike sends him back to whence he came. And I believe that's the capture of Nursery. Yes, it was. Current ticket difference of about 230 tickets in favor of Mumblerines. I am a little stuffy. I do apologize. I'm trying to say Mumblerines as best I can, and it comes out as Mumblerines. We say enjoy. Marnik making their way in, have not caught enjoy enjoy yet. Nordic makes an attempt to go in. Looks like he gets blasted. So now we know math. It takes 3 Blitz to equal 1 Nordic of the Mumblerines. Bodies on top of bodies moving in. We see some sweet marksman gameplay. Getting that 2-shot kill potential. The highest killers, or the best shots, I'm sure, are given the marksman kit. As you would expect, despite my hate for it, it does have its useful points, especially in the right hands with a best shot and a good killer. Luda runs through the center. Pulling that sweet shift W game. I expected a little bit more of an epic defense on Monolith. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. The enemy hab will be spawnable in a moment. And nope, there it is. It canceled again. Mumblerines are mobbing inside this point. All bets are off at this point. $69 tickets left. Nice. 4 Blitz. It's not looking good. They are inside the hab. Nordic, ID Meow. ID Meow taking that top view, being a marksman once again, popping shots. Damn is not dead. ID Wow.
I want to go.
They're on top. He's on top of the boob. He's making it happen. If you didn't know what the boob is, that's this. And Damn goes down. Blitz has not given up yet. We see a mass spawn from main, and they're gonna run in the point like a bunch of chads. Monolith is now neutralized. They have 2 minutes to get inside and stop that cap. A true Blitz versus Mumblerines playout. We see rocket spray. Poog, ID Wow goes down. Great rocket, effective use of it, but is it enough? And once again, this goes back to my earlier statement about how Blitz gets pinned down when people go down. You don't have to shift W past your friendlies, but definitely avoid that hot spiciness. Definitely avoid that hot spiciness as you see some of the Blitz players doing here. Lenwee, let's not get a TK rocket again. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. I'm not sure if they can see them. They must not be looking through the bushes. Oh my, Greg and Hello get dropped with a missed rocket. Mans takes a shot to his abdomen. Mumblerines still trying to make an attempt. 38 tickets left. It doesn't look like the Mumblerines will be able to to beat their score from the previous round. I believe that attack is petered out. Now they have a negative 60 bleed with extra tickets. You will see a ticket go by every second. They're calling out GG. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, 6. And the arty drops. 3, 2, 1.
That is right.
Get our
I'm
screenshots.
going to tell you a home truth, guys. I'm going to tell you a home truth here, guys, okay?
And I'll mess this up just like I did last time. 'Cause I'm not actually sure. I don't name them. Nope. Sorry, Blitzkrieg. Mumblerines are our overall winners for today. Hey, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping in, checking out the stream, watching these guys play. I do apologize. I'm pretty stuffy today. I'm quite sick from the COVID shot. If you like what you saw, please give me a follow. If you didn't like what you saw, let me know in chat. I will be joining you shortly. But until next weekend, take care, guys, and have a good one.